What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of What Are Those, the show that explores the art of sneaker culture. I'm your host, Adam Butler. Thank you so much for being here. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. I hope the fireworks weren't too much for you. They've been lighting fireworks around my way for about a month now, and it hasn't stopped. So that means people are enjoying themselves. Let's be positive about it, even though it's very loud. Anyway, you know what the show is. You know who brings you the show. It's the OMF Network. That's right, the OnMyFeet network. Download that app on Android and Apple, iOS, wherever you can get apps, go download it. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's right, the OnMyFeet network on YouTube, OMF Network. Follow us, follow all the dope content creators, including this show right here. You know what to do. All right, I got a special guest on this week, and this guest hooked me up with a dope pair of sneaks that I'm going to show off in the heat check right now. It's that time. Yo, shout outs to Virgil and shout outs to the Nike Dunk Low Pine Green things, man, the off-white joints. I know a lot of people have been hard on off-white, but I like this sneaker right here, man. It's really crazy, really loud, and I like that because it's an eye popper, man. Plus, it's just different, and Dunks are just super comfortable, especially this Dunk. The leather is really nice on it. It's really comfortable. I'm a big fan of the sneaker, and, of course, the boys at Dead Stock DMV hooked me up. That's the heat check for this week. What are you rocking on feet? All right, man, shout outs to Dead Stock DMV. All right, and shout outs to all my consignment shops across the nation. You guys are a big part of the culture, but today I want to focus on one that's a personal favorite of mine. That's, again, Dead Stock DMV. Shout outs to the whole crew over there. But I got my man, the Sheriff, in the building, man. We call him the Sheriff. He makes all of the moves. He joins me today to talk about consignment shopping, reselling, and retail in general. Right now, brother, welcome to the show.
How's it going, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I was just admiring your sneaker room before we got started. It's incredible.
No, I appreciate that. Several years of collection.
Yeah, man. Listen, I got sneakers all over the floor. You probably seen a couple of pictures when I've sent you. Yeah. I've got sneakers sitting all over the floor. I've yet to set up this room, but I'm going to use that as motivation, sir.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. Container store.
There we go. Thank you. See, you always get me here. Container store. All right. Man, we got a lot to talk about, man.
Absolutely.
Dead Stock DMV, which is I am a big fan. I actually featured a pair that I got from you guys on the heat check this week. You guys showed me love with those Dunks, man. I really wanted those. So,
no, appreciate it.
But let's talk about you, man. How did you, I bet you, what was it, about 2017, 2018?
Yep.
You've always been big into the sneaker game. And one thing I admire about you is that you've always done something that I think people really aspire to do, which is capitalize sort of, on the business side of the sneaker game. So just talk to me about how you got started with sneakers, and then let's talk about your business acumen when it comes to sneakers.
Absolutely. So ever since I was in high school, when I lived in Waldorf, Maryland, I started working for a company called the Athlete's Foot. That was before Foot Locker, right? And then I started working at Foot Locker when I was in college, right? So the sneaker fandom has always been there for me. My very first hype shoe was actually the Jordan 12s. So that was when I was in middle school. I was able to get those, my very first Jordans. And I think I wore them forever until the sole came off, right? So that was the birth of the sneakerhead right there. You know what I mean? Like, and every time I would walk into a room, he'd be like, "Oh my God, those are so cool!" Yeah. And my dad worked in the mall at the time, so he was able to get a hookup from the guy at Foot Locker, and that's how I was able to get those shoes. Nice. So that was a blessing. Yeah, it was a blessing. But ever since then, I've always been a sneakerhead. Always had to have, the latest and greatest, and I think it was that's kind of where it all started for me.
Yeah, man, and again, you've successfully taken like a passion and flipped it into a business. When we first met, there was a Swaps app and all of the things you were working on right now is Dead Stock DMV. How did you decide that you wanted to take this from not just being a hobby or just a passion and turn it into a business?
Yeah, great question. So, I obviously own my other businesses that I do on, that are day to day, but when I started the app, and the app just wasn't picking up the traction, but I knew that it was the right thing. I knew that people needed a place to swap, sell, and trade shoes, right? And it just so happened that I was actually at my high school, working with the football coach and things like that to try and get the football team uniforms and things like that. He introduced me to Brandon and Twan, my business partners over at Deadstock DMV. And so when I approached them and I told them about the app and things, they were like, well, why don't you just become a partner with ours? Why don't we just grow as a company, grow as a business, right? And that's really, really, really where it went down. It was where okay, let's focus here. And so when we started, we were in Waldorf, and Brandon had been doing this for years, right? Yeah. He was the original Deadstock guy. Yeah. And then Antoine came and helped him along, and then I came on from the business side. And I looked at everything and we were like, all right, maybe Waldorf isn't the right market for it, but let's keep the Waldorf because that's where our staple is. And then we went into National Harbor. We opened one in Atlanta. We opened one in Springfield. And then also over in Pentagon City Mall, right? Then COVID came, hit, knocked us on our butts, right? And but it was a blessing in disguise because what we said was, okay, guys, let's refocus. Let's build one store and make it the best store in the DMV, right? So that's kind of what we've been doing for 2021 here with the Shop in Springfield Mall now. We have the store there, and that's kind of going to be our primary focus for the years to make it the best store. Everything hype beast we're going to have in there, everything that the fans want, everything that the DMV needs, we want to have there.
I can speak from experience that they do good business. You definitely do good business. One thing we talk about on this show a lot is the resale thing. A lot of people are discouraged by resale. And I actually, I did a show on just reselling and the plug. I called it the plug, right? And I mentioned you guys because I think a store like Deadstock and other stores that are, consignment or just resale shops sort of take away the danger of dealing with someone that's just creating a price out of thin air, selling you fakes, having to go deal with reps and all these things that people do, which again, no judgment, but a store like yours, just sort of walk me through and then you don't got to give away the keys, but just the business model of how a store like Deadstock works.
Absolutely. So, and I'll tell you why Deadstock was also important to me as well. I got many times on things like Instagram, right? On other platforms where people were like, all right, hey, I'm going to sell you this shoe, pay me, and I'm going to mail it to you. Never got it mailed, right? Yeah. But so we want to take that away from the risk factor to the customers, right? So that's what we do at Deadstock. We're very transparent, right? All of our employees know, hey, here's our model, here's how we do it, because what we want to do is we want to build proteges. Yeah. We want to raise the DMV to be a sneaker culture. So not only Deadstock does it, everyone can do it, right? So we can either resell your shoe. If you don't feel comfortable with the price we're giving you, you still have the option to do consignment too, right? So that's kind of our platform is yes, we own the store. Yes, it's ours, but it's yours too. You come in. If you want to put shoes up, you put shoes up. You want to clothes up, put clothes up. Yeah. Right. So it's open to the community, and that's really our model.
Yeah. I love that, man. I really do. Because again, it's a community. Sneaker culture is a community. And that's one thing that, this show really focuses on. The movie I did, all these things focus on that, There's a lot of negativity when it comes to sneaker culture. It's all about, capitalism and spending too much. And, again, people don't focus on that culture part. And one thing about, that I like when I wasn't able to make it to the grand opening, but when I saw what was going on with the grand opening is that, like you said, you treated the store like a community spot. There's other stuff to do within the store. The aesthetics are dope. It's not just a spot where people, let's just keep it real. You walk into some of these resale shops and they kind of talk down to people if they don't know everything about the sneaker, or if they come in with a certain price and it's like, it sometimes it could feel like this pressure in the sneaker culture, as opposed to just, hey, this is a friendly thing. We just at the end of the day, we're buying stuff that we like, that we think looks cool,
That's right. And that's what we want to keep it, very, very, it's all about the vibes, right? It's all about the vibes for us. We want people to come and be like, man, I love these vibes. Yeah. We got the R&B 90s music kicking in the background, right? We want the old heads to come in. We want the young guys to come in, right? We want everyone to resonate, with what we do in the store.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Listen, before I let you go, I got to talk about this backdrop. I'm really feeling this backdrop because, and the reason why is because one, you fresh. And also I'll tell a quick story about, I met this brother, like I said, a couple of years ago, and he hooked me up with one of my all-time favorites. I still rock them. I'm looking at them right now. I wish I could grab, but I got to get up, and they are beat down. That's how much I wore these things. The Jordan 3 bread cement joints. You hook me up with those. I love them.
Absolutely appreciate them.
Salute you for that, brother.
Thank you.
Why I want to talk about your backdrop is because, for me, sneaker culture is art, right?
Right.
And sneakers are art. And I'm loving those 2 art pieces you got back there, man. Tell me about those.
I appreciate it. So so Insanely Dope, actually a local artist, did those for me. And Chris Riggs, an artist out of New York, did that one for me. We were actually at Art Max up in Jersey City, and they were actually, it was a donation piece that they were doing for charity. So we were raising money for charity, and so I actually got both of those. Insanely Dope actually has art in the store for sale as well too, at Deadstock. So at Deadstock, we definitely promote local artists and the sneaker culture, because it's not just sneakers. It's music, it's clothing, and it's art, right? Like you mentioned. And so all local artists are more than welcome to bring in their art and actually have it in the shop for display, for sale, whatever they wanted. We welcome it. We welcome it for sure. So Insanely Dope, he did this one here. And we have pieces like that in the store as well. And then we also got the Art Villain. He does some stuff. And Dez Customs also helps us out all the time.
Love it, man. Listen, man, Deadstock DMV is the spot. I am a big fan of you guys. But before I let you go, man, give out the socials. Your social, Deadstock Show social. Let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, absolutely. So Deadstock DMV on Instagram. I'm the Sheriff 84 on Instagram. Follow us, and we're more than happy to welcome you in.
There it is, man, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you for joining me.
I will have you back on.
Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it.
This brother's got a wealth of knowledge. You seen it, man. Follow him. He's a dope dude, man. One of the best people I know. I gotta be honest with you, man. He's a really cool guy, a really genuine dude, a really nice guy. And so go support that business and go support all the fellas over at Deadstock DMV, man. They will ship to you, so it doesn't matter if you live in the DC area. Holla at them. Deadstock DMV on all social platforms. Thank you so much for joining this show. I really appreciate the support. Again, I hope you all had a beautiful holiday weekend. Follow me on IG, Twitter, TikTok, all of that. Just go to MSR_Adam, MSR_Adam. All my info is in the link. Just take care of yourself, mind your mentals, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, please continue to be great.